Hey guys.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh shoot. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Our love story.
Love story on how we met. Today we have a special someone and doggo. This is Brendan, my boyfriend.
Hello.
I'm sure you guys already know him. He's in a lot of my vlogs and on my Instagram, but this is kind of like our first sit-down video together. And it's a story time, which I also have never ever done. And it's a story time on how we met on Bumble. So if you don't know what Bumble is, it's basically like Tinder. And if you don't know what Tinder is, it's a dating app where you like swipe left, swipe right, and then you have matches and you message people. So that is kind of how we met. So anyways, kind of a brief, we've been dating. It's not like we just met like last week on Tinder now or Bumble, we're doing like a video, but.
Yeah, no, it was 2 weeks ago.
We've been dating for a year and a half, I think now. Since
I think, I don't know, it's been a while.
Yeah, about a year and a half. And so we met last year, I think it was end of January, beginning of February. Look at Jasper.
He's killing it. Yeah.
He's just so content with life right now.
Are you happy?
He loves being on camera. Like he's even looking at the camera. But
He's better than I am.
I guess we met in person before. I was actually, he was friends with my ex, and I guess we met at a fair, like just passing by because he recognized him. And we met, like introduced ourselves to each other. I don't know, you're the one that told me this. I had no.
I made a really lasting impression on her and she didn't remember it. So anyways, we
were at a football party. So basically both of us, he was a freshman in college, I was a sophomore in college, I'm a year older than him. And we were at a UW, which is in Seattle, University of Washington College, football party or whatever. It actually started at a different house.
Yeah, the soccer house.
Yeah, so it started at the soccer house and I didn't see him there, but basically the party just got like canceled, like everyone was kicked out. So we were redirected to 2 different houses and everyone was just like clueless, but there was 2 different houses that they were saying for us to go to, and I ended up going to the football house and he happened to end up going to the football house as well. And I was there with some of my girlfriends. I was with my best friend Taylor and my friend Amy and Vivian, another Vivian. And we were just having a girls' night, like just having fun. And I was talking to them and this guy walks by and...
I'm that guy. I walked by and I saw the most beautiful girl in the world.
Aww.
But I was very mad because we matched on Bumble.
Yeah, so that's where it comes in.
And she never messaged me. And if you don't know how Bumble works, basically only the girl can message the guy can't message the girl. So if you match, then it's kind of up to the girl to decide whether she wants to message you. So I was like, okay, this girl's beautiful, I need to talk to her. And she never messaged me, so our
match disappeared.
Our match disappeared. And then
So
this was like,
yeah.
I don't know, like a week or 2 later, and I see her at this party, and I'm like, I know that girl. So I walk up to her, and I'm like, hey, we matched on Bumble, and you never messaged me back.
And I'm like, who are you? Like, me and my girlfriends are looking at him like, who is this guy? Like, I didn't message you, maybe for a reason. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, I like was on Bumble and stuff, but it wasn't like I was on it all the time enough for me to remember people, honestly, or like message
Apparently
people
not.
back. Just cause, you know, I was single, like whatever, but yeah, so when he told me that, I was like, I honestly don't remember you. Like, I'm not, you know, I have just no idea who you are. Like, who are you and what are you talking about? And he was just insistent. He was just like, I messaged you, you didn't message me back. Like, what's up with that? So I was like, well, we just got to this party, so and I had, you know, I was drinking things you drink at college parties. I'm not gonna say what, but I'll just call it juice. I'm assuming you guys know what I'm talking about. But
juice.
Yeah, I had enough juice in my system, and he, you know, I was like, can you get me some more juice? Like, I need some juice. Do you know anyone that has juice? Because I'm trying to get juiced. Like, I am partying and just having a good time.
Chocolatey wasted.
So he was like, oh yeah, like.
So my job was to go talk to all the people that I knew and see if she could get some grape juice or some orange juice, but everybody they didn't want to share their juice. But
he literally was asking like everyone, and I was like, wow, this guy's really going out of his way, like. And then I was like, it's fine, like I'll actually just have some water. So he
probably a good idea.
So he found me water, and you know, we were just talking and having a good time, and I look at him. Oh.
Well,
these are our two puppies, by the way.
These are our Doges.
Beau and Jasper. Beau, you would not have come to be without this night, so listen closely.
This is very true. This is important. This is how you were made.
I don't know about that, but I was like talking to him, having a good time, and I was like, ooh, like, you're cute. Like, I'm surprised I didn't message you back.
Why didn't I message you?
Why didn't I
And this whole time
you?
I'm thinking, whatever. She's just trying to make me feel good because I actually brought it to her attention, but you know.
But no, actually though, I was like, you're really cute, and like, conversation was easy. He was really sweet. Like, I was asking him for a lot of different things, and he was really going out of his way to like make sure I was happy and comfortable. And I was like, okay, that's not your typical experience with a guy at a party, honestly. So I was like, this guy's pretty cool so far, but I've always been the type to put my guard up and just like be careful, and especially at parties and people I don't know. But
it's fair. That's a
like,
smart rule.
Yeah, it is. Like, we met at a party, but it isn't always like that, so just beware. We were at the party for maybe like an hour or so, and we were talking the entire time because he said hi to me pretty much at the beginning of the party. Yeah,
right when I walked in, actually. I walked in, scanned the room, saw her, and I needed to say it.
And as college parties, you know, what happens is they end up getting shut down, like always.
Yep.
So they were telling everyone to get out once again, and I was like, I didn't live in Seattle at that time, so I was gonna stay with one of my girlfriends, and I don't know, I think she found a guy or something, because I wasn't with her by the end of the night.
They got separated. Everybody was trying to find juice, so
yeah.
So basically, her best friend Taylor, I'm sure you guys know, and Viv were like, hey, we need somewhere to stay, and I was like, sure, you guys can come stay at my place.
So at that point, we all got an Uber back to his place so we continued the parties, hanging out, all that stuff, right? So we get back to his place, and he lives in a tiny, tiny dorm. Like, it's a dorm with two bunk beds. It did have a bathroom in it, which is like pretty good actually for dorm rooms.
Bathroom with a shower and everything.
Yeah.
It was
small, but it was
swanky.
It was nice for a dorm room. So we're chilling and hanging out, and it's a good time. And you know, he's being the nice guy that he is, and I'm like, I have to puke. And I just run to his toilet, and I just start throwing up. And mind you, he literally just met me like an hour before, and he comes into the bathroom, he pulls, you talk about this. You tell the story.
Yeah, she was puking, and I was like, okay, well, she needs help. So I went in and like checked on her to make sure she was okay. Held her hair for her and scratched her back. And then, yeah, she fell in love with me right then and there.
Shut up.
She was puking over my toilet.
So I like got sick, but he had my hair over my back, and I was like, once again, like, he's being a really sweet guy. And then I'm like fine after that, and then, you know, we're hanging out more. I think I puked again, actually, didn't I?
Couldn't I try to forget that part of how we met.
Anyways, I was pretty sick at that point, and it was late at night, and I have made myself a rule, like, I don't kiss guys when I first meet them, so we literally didn't kiss at all.
I tried.
Yeah, even though I puked.
I tried. Well, okay, well, that was the other thing, is I gave you my toothbrush.
Yeah. I feel really, really gross, like, can I brush my teeth? And he's like, well, I only have my toothbrush. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, here it is. So I brushed my teeth with this
Funny story, actually. I had multiple toothbrushes, but I wanted her to feel special, so I guess it worked. But yeah, I offered her my toothbrush, and then I popped open a new bad boy the next morning when she left. So.
Whatever.
No, I actually don't remember, but I did give her my toothbrush. I don't really remember what I did. Honestly, I was a freshman in college. I probably just used it. Here, honestly.
I was just like, sweet, like I get a place to stay, he's taking care of me, a toothbrush, I'm happy.
And a bed for your...
And a bed.
For your, not your sister. You might as well be
basically
sister.
My sister.
But for Taylor.
Yeah, so Taylor spent the night there too, and yeah, that's the first night on how we met. And so I slept like a baby. We woke up the next morning, he had practice early in the morning.
Yep.
So we woke up and he was like, you know, just take your time, you can sleep in, whatever, you don't have to leave. Like, I'll be back in an hour or two or whatever. And you told me you'd get me McDonald's.
No. So by the time we got back, the food was cold. And she was like, well, I'm not gonna eat that. And I felt really bad. So I just pounded the food right then and there because I was hungry. I just got done with practice. But yeah, we brought her food. It just wasn't fresh. But when is McDonald's ever fresh? Like, come on.
So we came back and I was like, well, I was waiting for you to bring me something to eat, so I'm leaving now.
Yeah, she's kind of upset.
So I left, and then that previous night he got my Snapchat and number. So as I was, literally as I was leaving, like walking down the stairs, because I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, well, that was fun, but that was just, you know, another night in college, I guess.
Wow.
But, because you didn't buy me McDonald's.
Oh, that's the deal breaker,
yeah.
guys. You didn't buy me McDonald's in the mornings.
No, I mean, like, I was just butthurt, because I was like, I thought it was just because...
She loves her food.
I know, I do.
I know that now. I didn't know that then. I would have given her the whole menu.
And so he literally texted me like the minute I walked out of the door. I was walking down the stairs from his level or something like that. Like, I was not too far from your dorm, but you texted me and you were like, hey, like, I really want to take you out to dinner this week.
Yeah, I did say that. Wasn't it that night?
No, the next night.
The next night. Well, yeah, I was like, I really liked that night that I got to spend with her, and she was really easy to talk to, and I really wanted to kiss her at this point, because I was like, she didn't even like, it was like this. It was like, can I get one? And she was like, you know, turning her head. People are gonna think that this is about sex. It's not. Literally, she wouldn't kiss me.
I won't. I don't just kiss anyone.
No, I asked you the night before. I said, "What's your favorite food?" You know, it was part of the conversation throughout the night, and she said Italian food, which is still true to this day. She loves her pasta. Pasta is her favorite dish. If you didn't know that, if you ever meet Vivian, give her some pasta, and she will be best friends with you for life. But yeah, so I knew this cute little place over in the U district called Mama Melina's. If you're around that area, go ahead and try it. It's delicious. And yeah, that's where I took her on our first official date.
Yeah. But yeah, he texted me and he was like, we're gonna go here at this time tomorrow. Like, is that work for you? And I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then we had the best first date ever.
Ever.
But we'll talk about that in a different video.
We both actually said it later on in our relationship. We talked about that night, and we were like, and I said to her, I was like, that was literally the best first date I've ever had in my life. Never thought it was even possible. It felt like something out of the movies. And
yeah, I mean, put it in perspective, the date started at what, 6, it ended at 2 o'clock in the morning, but it was like we were at the beach talking.
Yeah, no, we literally were talking for the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a bunch of things. Like, we went and got food. We'll tell you later. That'll be another video. That'll be, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one and we can do this again. But yeah, so that's how we met.
Yep. That is how we met. the beginning of our love story. All right, guys, so that was our
love story
on how we met. It all started off with Bumble, and here we are today, living together with 2 dogs in California, and yeah.
And yeah, we have like 20 plants now too. Hopefully not. We're hopefully not gonna kill them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and maybe we'll do another video on our first date.
Yeah. All right, and boyfriend tag.
And boyfriend tag. I don't know what that is. Do we play tag?
No.
What is it?
I ask you questions and you have to get them right. Otherwise, I'm gonna wax your leg hair off.
Do you know how much show them how much leg hair I have.
Do you flex?
I'm not flexing my calf, that's just how my foot is.
Wow.
I have definition.
Alright. Oh, I wanted to, so I have this recommendation. It's called the 5 Love Languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically 5 love languages it's like a really good communication technique, I guess.
It helps you with how to communicate with each other. You not only learn what your language is, but you learn what your partner's language is, so that when things are going great or things are going bad, you kind of know what their preferences are.
So basically, our love languages are half similar, half not. So for me, my top 2 love languages were quality time and acts of service. And his was physical touch and quality time. So we both love spending a lot of time together. Like, me spending time with him shows him that I love him, and vice versa. But for me, if he's kissing me and hugging me all day, like, that's cool. But if the dishes aren't done, then all those hugs and kisses aren't...
They don't mean jack poop.
No, they don't. But for him, he's like, why is she mad because I'm hugging her and kissing her? Like, that's how I personally, that's how you show me love, right?
That's how I show affection. Yeah.
So, like, that's a perfect example, and it's happened to us, actually. But now he knows, like, the reason why I'm a little cold isn't because I don't appreciate that physical touch. I've recommended different audiobooks in the past for, like, advice, and same thing goes for relationships. The 5 love languages are a great tool for not only, like, dating, but also friendships. Just understanding yourself more and the people around you more helps a lot with how you make friendships and grow friendships and relationships. So,
and your parents too.
And your parents, like family, whatever it is. So I definitely recommend just taking advantage of audiobooks, because you can always listen to them, like, in your car, before bed. Like, you can't really make an excuse as far as time goes, because it's something that you can always do. So if you are interested in finding out your love language or your partner's love language, I have the perfect way for you to try it out. And huge shout out to Audible for sponsoring this video. So if you're interested in trying out Audible for 30 days for free, yeah, also get a free audiobook. You can go ahead and check out audible.com/viviannnv, or you can text viviannnv to 500-500. That is audible.com/viviannnv or viviannnv to 500-500, which is right here for you guys to check out. But so yeah, there is a ton of different titles for you to check out, and you can take advantage of that by also checking out the description box below. Alright. And yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe
below.
Yeah. Alright, love you guys very much, and
hearts, love you, bye. I don't have a YouTube channel for this exact reason. My videos would be 14 hours long, and it would just be me making random noises and words.
Alright, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more, and hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye!
Bye!
You are the best in the world!